So, welcome to Tea Time with Nejla. Enjoy your tea. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. And please feel free to leave your comments if you have any ideas of something you want to talk about. Well, welcome to these mini reflections. And so today I would like to reflect on where does movement truly begin? So I sometimes ask myself, where does a movement truly begin? I don't know if you are like that, asking yourself these questions. When we watch a dancer, our eyes naturally follow what becomes visible. A foot leaves the floor, a spine spirals, a hand reaches through space. Yet, when I dance, I experience something else. The movement seems to begin long before it can be seen. Sometimes it begins in my pulse, my breath, a subtle shift of attention with a quiet feeling that something is ready to move. Sometimes it begins with listening with the whole body until movement quietly emerges on its own. There's often a moment before every movement when the body becomes deeply available. It listens to floor, to gravity, to space, to memory, to the people sharing the room, and to the silence that holds us all. In that listening, something begins to reorganize. My attention gathers, and the body senses countless relationships all at once. When movement finally appears, it feels less like an action and more like a response to the moment. Perhaps movement begins in relationship. The relationship between the body and gravity, between breath and time, between sensation and attention, between memory and the present moment, between the dancer and the living world. For the audience, movement often begins before motion is visible as well. A room gradually settles into a shared presence. Breath slows, attention gathers. Something begins to move within the space itself. When the dancer finally moves, the audience is not only witnessing motion, they are witnessing something that has already begun in them. Sometimes movement begins in the eyes, sometimes in the breath, sometimes in the heart, sometimes in memory that quietly awakens, sometimes in a feeling that has been waiting to find its form. The visible gesture is only one part of a much, much larger unfolding. Movement also begins long before a performance. It begins in years of practice, in moments of joy, in awe, in curiosity, in the teachers who shaped us, in the people who loved us, in the landscapes that formed our bodies, in the countless dances that continue living within us. Every movement carries a history, and every movement opens a future. perhaps, or maybe, this is why even the smallest gesture can feel profound. Its power does not come from its size. It comes from everything that has gathered before it. The movement we see is only the visible edge of something much, much larger. Maybe movement begins wherever life begins, listening to itself. And perhaps every dance is an invitation to join that listening. I will leave you with a small embodied practice today. Before your next movement today, pause. Before standing, before reaching, before taking a step, notice what is already present in you, in your breath, your weight, the light in the room, the sounds around you, the ground beneath your feet. Allow yourself to listen with your whole body or whole being. Stay there for a few moments. Then let one small movement emerge. No rushing, without deciding, just simply responding to the moment. And when the movement is complete, ask yourself gently, what was already moving before I began to move? What was already moving before I began to move? Well, I leave you to ponder. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are. Be blessed, and I see you and you see me next time. Stay beautiful. Take care and ciao.